Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you could join me today. It is September the 20th, and today you're going to need a chair and a pair of weights. We are doing a lot of arms today. So if you have two pairs of weights and you want to be able to switch between them, go ahead and have them somewhere where you can get a hold of them quickly. Otherwise, I would just recommend using whatever set of weights you feel comfortable using for the longest period of time. I myself am going to be using my lighter set of weights since I do have other things I have to do after this. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So let's begin. Let's start by feet apart, and you're just going to lightly pick up your toes and rocket your hips. And if you want to, you can add a little bit of upper body movement to that, kind of rolling your shoulders as you go through. Now these legs are long, and they're kind of locked out just a little bit. There you go. You'll feel that kind of working up in towards your hip flexors and the outside of your glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels up. All right, keep doing that. And stay with that wide stance and lean your body. Let's change it to a knee out. So again, you have to shift your body and turn it. Add the upper body to that. Back to our rock. Now you can gentle it up and have your knees bent. You don't have to lock your legs out. Just kind of roll your back and your shoulders. What feels good to you right here? Because you're trying to tell your muscles to wake up. Hands up. Lift and touch. And if you can, bring that other foot to the base foot. Good. Bring the elbow up towards your head, arm over so you can get the stretch. We're fixing to switch, and we'll be going across our bodies. Okay, turn. Now, it's that upper body rotation or spinal rotation. Your feet can kind of do whatever you can handle in this pattern. Good. Four, 3, 2, let's march. Take your hands out. So this is 90. Take them to about 45. And as you're marching, try to get your knees closer. So you're really having to kind of pump and lift. Take your hands apart. Take your knees apart. It won't get much wider than this. And in. Hands down. Check them out. Shake out your legs. All right. We're going to do the alphabet draw. So I'm going to name off a body part and a letter, and you're going to use that body part to draw that letter for me. So we'll start with the letter A using an ear. B with the other ear. C with your elbows. And D. E with your tip toe. And F with your other. G with your head. And H with your booty. I with your hand. J with your other hand. K with your heel. And L M with your knee. N. O with your nose. P with your fingers. And Q. R with your hip. And S. T with your chin. U with your belly button. B with your ear. W with your other ear. X with your nose. Y. And Z with your booty. All right. We're going to sit down on the front edge of our chair. You're going to keep your weights close. In fact, what I do is recommend sit down on the front edge of your chair. Put your feet in normal position you would for chair jacks, and then put your weights just beyond your foot positioning. Right, up, and down for chair jacks. Now, you can do the double leg move. You can do one leg at a time. You can do a little bit of an extension there if you like. If you're doing the single legs, it gives you a chance to do extension. So you can change it up. You don't have to stay with the double leg hop the whole time. So change it from doubles to single with some extension. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rock on your hips for just a moment. Now, those weights that we have in front, we're going to do a jack to that. We're going to start with our left leg. So as you bring your arms up, take the leg over and out. The next one, you'll take your right leg over and out. So you're going over those weights that you set in front. So your legs are nice and long. And if you get tired of your arms going up, you can bring them in front to mimic your leg movement. So this one's great because you can always change it up. 4, 3, 2, back in. What we would call a power jack, because it's all short. And then back up to arms if you want. I'm going to go back into some extension to kind of release the tension on my quads. You get to change it up. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Hinge yourself forward and pick up those weights. We're going to stand up and do our metronome abs. All right. Hold it in V hold between these two fingers or these two fingers. Keep your hips in line, your shoulders in line. Now we're going to go short and fast. You need to be holding your core, but not holding your breath. So that means you need to keep a little bit of air down in your core, and the rest of it you use for breathing. Go long. So we'll be doing these change ups long and then short and fast. Short and fast. Good. Doing it like this allows you to stand, allows you to pull those muscles together. Still breathe, because you don't need to hold. Rotate your hands forward and drop slow behind the knee. So your shoulders are back a little bit, like a reverse spoon move. Come back to side. Short and fast. Roll your hands forward, long. So right here by your knees. Now the trick here is not to roll your body forward, just your hands. Keep your shoulders out here by your hips. Good. Back to your side and quick. Use those abs. There you go. Excellent job, you guys. Make sure your hands are relaxed, just enough to hold on to those weights. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, go ahead and do some knee bends, some leg bends here. All right. We're going to start where if you want to use heavy to start with, you can. And otherwise, you just stay with your set of weights. We're going to do opening doors. So hold it here roughly at your 90 degree. And you want to open and squeeze those shoulder blades and close. And they're out here a little bit in front of you. Open and close. You want this to be a smooth, slow and controlled move for you. There you go. The heavier your weights are, the more you're going to keep them close to your body. When your weights are a little lighter, it doesn't have as much strain on the shoulder. To open and close the doors. Let's do 2 more. And 1. All right, so now we're going to do our single door open where we open and you turn and let that weight go as far behind as you can. So your feet go to that 90-degree position. One is perpendicular to the other. And you're rotating on your spine, letting your shoulder go back. Take your head and neck width. So you're getting some head and neck movement. 2 more. And 1. All right, let your hands go down for just a moment. Roll and shrug. Now you can see why if you have 2 pair of weights, you'd want to do the heavier here and then maybe go lighter because we're going to do a little bit of a lift now. Our doors that we're opening are going to be at face level. So you've got your thing and you're going to open your cabinets and close. Pull it into you and push out. Pull it into you and push forward. Open the cabinets. Close the cabinets. Open the cabinets. Close the cabinets. Open and close. Take it down. Do a little bit of shrug. All right, so we're going to get those cabinets that are above our head now. And those are just going to be open and close. Now, take your time on these. You will probably feel your abs engaged here to help you hold. Not doing terribly many of these. Mainly because you're not holding weights in your hands when you open and close cabinets. And bring it down. Let's do a little bit of a hinge. We're just going to open these cabinets here. We'll probably get 3 in. 2. And 1. All right. Put your weights down. Go into your hip hinge stance, whichever one you like. Hips, wider than hips, wider than that, whichever one you prefer. Roll your hips back and take your belly button towards the top of your thighs, making sure your lumbar is in that ski jump banana position. Find your hamstrings and we'll hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe it up about halfway. And we're going to sink right back down into our hamstrings for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse. You want to be gentle with those hammies, but you want to get into them. Good. Head and neck at neutral if you can. I can promise you there's no shenanigans happening on my end that you need to see. Let's go left to right, left, right. And I want you to focus. If you're going to the right, you want to feel the push from your right heel. If you're going to the left, you want to feel the push from your left heel into the coordinating glute. So if you're not feeling that push from your left foot to your left glute and your right foot to your right glute, think about what you're doing. You want to feel that push there. Your toes can come up because you're pushing out of the heel. 4, 3, 2, come up. Stretch. We're going to do our halfway up, halfway down, down, up, so we don't ever come completely out of it. You're just going down and up. Probably the length of your hands on your thighs if your hands are on your thighs. If you stood all the way up, your hands would leave your thighs. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Two and one. Come up. Shake your legs out. Give yourself some knees here. All right. We're going to do heel raises. We're going to have our weights. So just hold your weights. If you need a chair, move it to where you can balance. We're going to come up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, hold that thought for just a second. All right. I know I didn't ask you for this. Does everybody have something they can grab real quick, whether it's a pillow, a yoga block, a small ball, something that they can put between their feet at the ankles? Do you have something? Go grab it real quick. Because I was kind of watching us and watching myself going, okay, my feet are not doing what I want. So I'm going to put this on the floor and I'm going to lift it up a little bit so that my ankles are touching it. All right. Whatever it is you have, pillow, ball, your ankles need to be touching it. So that when you raise up, your ankles stay in. What happens a lot of times, we'll raise up on our toes and we throw our heels out. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we're going to work on this part today. All right. So impressive, I know. You don't have to do this part. Let's go up and down, up and down. And having something there makes it a lot harder to control your balance. Just up and down, up and down, up and down. Having that little thing in there makes your legs, your heels stay in line. I have to make a slight adjustment because it's actually pushing into my calves. Up and down, up and down. I'm going to add a little row so that it's not counter to my gravitational movement. Up and down, up and down. So when you're ready, add a little row movement. Good. Excellent. You guys, you're doing awesome. And I bet your legs are feeling a little different. Just adjust it as you need to, because you're not letting them just move willy-nilly and open and close to help you keep your balance. You're going to have them in a forced position, a closed position. So you're going to probably feel it in different parts of your calves. I'm definitely feeling it. 2 more. And 1. Whoo. Take this guy out. You guys, thank you for accommodating me on that. I hope that tomorrow you're going to be texting me going, what did you make us do? We're going to sit down and do our abs now. And you know, yeah, abs. All right. Heels underneath your knees. Take your toes out. If you want more challenge, your feet are together. If you want more balance, your feet are apart. So your feet would be apart here for more balance, here for more challenge. I standardly have them here because y'all are watching me and you usually do what I do. So I have it halfway. Okay. So we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to go back to our door position, which is the 90 degrees. And we're going to kind of lean into our 80 and open the door and come up. So you're doing that ab position And you're simply adding that little door movement. And as you lean back, you can feel how your abs are going, well, wait a minute, what are you doing? So you're feeling it a little deeper after we've done all that other stuff, which should be good for you. Good. So you're going to roll from your 90 about to 75, not to 45. You don't want to pinch your back. I'll make mine spicy and do 2 here. Ooh. So you can always change it up. We're doing something simple like this. I'm just doing for myself a little weight pass, mainly because I'm in a good position where I can do that. You don't have to do that. Just reminding you that you can change what you're doing. All right, we're going to keep that same movement, but we're going to open our hands and have them flat. So like you're serving the pie to somebody behind you. That changes how the muscle you're working, what direction it's going a little bit. Because you've got an open hand and you're rotating your arm on your elbow, still moving your spine in the same play. Good. All right, let's come up and let our back relax for just 2 and 1. All right, take your weights long in the V hold or holding it by the heads. Do widen your stance here because you will need the ability to kind of push from side to side. We're simply going to lean back towards the back leg of our chair. Now, whether or not you touch the floor is irrelevant. I'm using the weight to kind of tap the leg, rolling into that position, and just doing my long reach. Make sure you're not holding your breath, that you're keeping your breathing consistent. Good. This will be our last one. All right. Go ahead and stand up for me. Put your weights down, but you might want to move your chair to one side or another. We're going to do a lunge, and some of you might want to have a little bit of stability. Depends on what your flexibility is, where your wall is, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to do that same song, but this time we're going to still be working on abs, but we're going to add little legs to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to step back into a lunge, and you're going to turn into that lunge. So you're going to step back and turn, step back and turn. So we'll do 8 of those on each side. So that was the sideways look. So this is what it looks like from the front. We'll do 8 that way. And then as we get to the halfway point, we're going to step and turn crossways to it, which is a lot harder. But we'll do the first one first and see where we go from there. No, we want this song. There we go. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with our left leg, turning to the left. So use your arms. Take your time. Here we go. You want that bend and that turn. 1, 2, 3. We've done a lot of spine work today, you guys. 4, 5. Take your elbow behind there. Take it way back. 6, so you get the most out of the movement. 7 and 8. Come to center. Move those hips around because you're going the other direction. So first time, take your lunge, and now we're going to add our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your elbows back there. 5, 6. Good. 7, and 8. How many of you guys can feel your toes inside your shoe trying to help you keep the floor and grab the floor as part of your balance? All right. This time we're going to step back with the left leg and we're going to turn to the right. So to start, what we'll do is we'll step and then turn. Okay. Number 2, step and then turn. So you want to kind of turn as you're doing your knee bend. Number 3. Number 4, and you can step wider if you need to. That'll actually help you with your balance a little bit. You can step real wide. Guess we're on number 6. Number 6. Number 7. And number 8. All right, good job, guys. All right. The other side. So step back with the right foot. And then add your turn to the left. That'll be 1, 2, and then as you put it together, 3, widen your stance if you need to, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, good job, you guys. Good job. All right. Let's go to wide stance. We're going to go just roll right into our cool down. Roll your hips back, belly button forward. We're going to let our arms hang. Go into your squat and kind of let gravity work for you here. Now, don't let yourself roll forward so much as you want to sink down into your hips and your inner thighs. Ooh, and breathe. Come about halfway up. And then go back down. You can touch the floor. Right hand touching. Left hand up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ease that down. Switch it out. Right hand up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands down. Walk them towards your feet. And then walk them up your legs. Chin up. And roll yourself into the upright position. Hips. Because you want to get that low up. The other way. Good. Toe heel movement. Moving yourself in, up and down. Okay. Feet together. We're going to roll into one more squat. Hips back. Again, you want to just come to that hang position. Find those hamstrings and hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chin up and roll it up. Give me 4 heels up. And then 4 knees up. Ooh, nice. All right, go back to our wide stance so that we can do our leans. We're going to take that right elbow in and down. Brace and bring it over and hold it for 10, 9. Get that long movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, slow move up. Some hips here before you switch. Because sometimes you can get hung up. You don't want to do that. Left elbow, brace, bring it over. Find that long stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it up. Stretch it here. Go right into big open. So squeezing those shoulder blades. 10, 9, chin up. 8, 7, 6, chin neutral. 5, 4, chin down. 3, 2, 1. Leave your chin down and let your arms just roll into their natural position. And I want you to kind of make your shoulders press and release, press and release. One more, press and release. Breathe your chin up. Breathe it up. And let's sweep it. So we're going to go nice and slow into our squat. Big arm movements, big open hands. Stretch those fingers out and sweep it again. And one more. Big stretch. And bring it across. Lift your elbows. Switch it out. Lift your elbows. And down. Shoulders, hands, heel toe walk in. All right. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me, and I will catch you on the flip side.